Okay, guys, so a lot of things are happening. Summer Games is showing up. We got some patch notes and some competitive updates, but for the most part, we're just going to touch on the characters and what got buffed and what got nerfed. Um, and then the other stuff, I'll make videos on the Summer Games stuff, and we might briefly touch on what's changed. There's not really too much relevance in this video for stuff like that, but yeah, overall, Summer Games is shown up again, which is cool. You'll see a video on that. General updates and competitive updates are all good. Team queues have improved, I guess. Anyways, all right, let's get into the hero updates. So, start off with tanks. Orisa damage reduction has increased on 4 to 5 from 40 to 50%, which is that's good. I mean, Orisa was in like a I'd say she was in like a normal spot. Like it seemed like she was in the same spot similarly to where she was at the very beginning of Overwatch 2, before season 2. So like season 1 where a lot of other tanks were taking up some, highlighted spots and like I'd say she's a little weaker actually. Never mind. I'll take it back. She's a little weaker than she was then because I don't think there's the possibility of her power creeping again. But a buff is appreciated. We like some change sometimes. Ramatra though. Okay, now this is interesting because I don't think Ramatra is going to change in a bit. So Ravenous Vortex, the projectile now passes through enemy heroes, but is still blocked by barriers. Oh, okay. So this feels like a buff, actually. I feel like this is kind of a. Is it a buff? Or is it a nerf? It's a change. I don't know. Playing Ram, I feel like this makes it easier for me. I feel like this makes it a little easier for me because, well, no, actually it might be a nerf because sometimes like, I guess you'd be surprised how much you get away with like having someone because when it hits them, it lands almost dead center, right? So you're getting a lot of like you're getting that radius of the actual vortex. But if it goes through them, and let's say it lands behind them, you might not even make contact. The vortex might not even make contact with the actual hero you're trying to get in it. But I feel like for clusters, this is better. For clusters, this might be better, but overall, I don't know. I mean, you'll feel the change, but it's fine. All right. Reinhardt's barrier, the health has been increased from 1200 to 1400. Huh. Okay. Interesting. What was it? It used to be 1500 or something. So now it's 1400 from the 1200. That's cool. I don't know if Reinhardt needed a buff, to be honest, but sure. Okay. Now this is interesting. All right, Wrecking Ball. Quad cannons. Okay, so it's just his guns. Reload time reduced from 2 seconds to 1.6 seconds. Okay, this does not affect the automatic reload while transformed into a ball, which is still 2 seconds. Okay, so you get your spray and pray done better, like I guess, but I think Ball needs more, for sure. I think Ball needs more. I don't need Ball to be where he was. I just need Ball to be a little better. That's all. Okay, Sojourn. Number of shots to reach maximum spread increased from 8 to 12. Oh, okay. And then spread reduced by 12%. Okay, that's her regular shots, right? Okay, we'll see how that plays out. Soldier got a lot of changes, or maybe not. Maybe they're just all subtle. But damage increased from 18 to 19. Is that heavy pulse rifle? Is that per bullet? No, that's not per bullet. Is it? Wait, does it really? It's that much for per? Wait, is it? I guess so. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, you'll probably feel that a little bit considering it's an assault rifle. Okay, Helix rockets. Explosion damage increased from 80 to 90. So he's just getting damage boost. And he gets a heal buff on his bionic grenade from 35 to 40. Okay. Okay. So Soldier overall buffs. A lot of buffs. Holy crap. That is, bro, that's so much text. Okay, Symmetra, photon projector, secondary fire, maximum impact damage increase from 45 to 50. Her explosion damage on that has also increased from 45 to 50. Regenerate up to 30 shield per second when primary fire deals damage to barriers or enemies with shield health. What? What is this? Regenerate up to 30 shield health per. Interesting. How much shield health does she have originally? What is it? It's like she has 225 or 250. I think she has 250, or something like that. And then like 100 and something. A majority of it is shield health. Okay, interesting. So like that's a really specific thing, but it's cool because that means if you're playing against like Zens and like who else has shield health? Um, I don't know. Like obviously tanks is obvious. You can think of the tank ones, but I'm trying to think like supports even or like squishies. You know what I mean? Like smaller characters that you might 1v1 sometimes. This is actually a pretty big deal. This is a pretty big deal because this makes it very like interesting with certain 1v1 matchups. Interesting. Sentry turret is we're not even done yet. Damage per second reduced. Interesting. You know what this is? I feel like this is encouraging her to be more of a dueling character than like, what ended up being a lot of Sims sometimes, which is just like you hardly ever get a chance to like get at her when there's like a bunch of commotion, happening, and then like at some point a turret just like is deleting you while like two turrets are deleting you while you're 1v1ing like something else, and you're just seeing the sim in the background and you're like, damn it. So I mean, okay, turrets now reveal enemy heroes to allies while dealing damage, and for 1 additional second afterwards. Okay, I like this because this is like, first off, let me say, Symmetra got massive buffs here. This is massive buffs, but also I like it because it changes her character approach. Okay, this is cool. I think I appreciate this more. This is a more fun Symmetra in the game. Is it more fun to play against? Probably. Like, I would rather have one that relies on like tactics and actual like matchup play, like some stuff that takes like brain power versus than me like just being stupid for 2 seconds and then putting turrets and the obvious spots and being like, hey, well, I gotta delete turrets before I have to like, it's like these still deal damage, don't get me wrong, but there's like other things you gotta work around. It's more of a game of chess than it is like just some annoying fly, like she seemed like she just had a bunch of mosquitoes with her. Now it's like, okay, now I actually have like brain power I need to use to think about how to actually deal with you, which is cool. Because like I have to be self-aware of like, oh, you can see me, and then like, oh, stuff like this, like, am I Zen? If I'm Zen, I gotta be careful. Those kinds of things, right? All right, Torbjorn, Rivet Gun secondary spread has been reduced from 5 to 4.5 degrees, okay? And then his turret, the damage has been reduced from 14 to 11, okay? So it seems like they're trying to reduce a cooldown increase from 10 to 12. Okay, so they're trying to reduce this turret thing that's been in the game where like these characters seem to be victimized. And by the way, this is also detriments to the character themselves because playing this doesn't make it fun. Playing with just turrets and being that is your thing and you're relying on that. Don't get me wrong, I understand her actual like her beam, like Symmetra had her beam at least, and that makes it good. And I know Torb, like with the second of hair, you just pew pew pew, you get a lot of headshots. It's crazy, but it makes it now. I don't think they gave Torb a lot of other options though, because now reload 6 ammo. Yeah, I mean like they could, they'll probably change something. Maybe they'll give him some. But like here, you can tell they've been thinking about this for a while. They've been wanting to give her a makeover. But the turrets, you can see the agenda here, which I agree with. I think this is good. This is healthy. All right, now we're on to support. Kiriko. Healing Fuda recovery reduced from 1 to zero point 0.9 seconds. Okay, so you get them quicker. So that's a buff. Subtle, very, very subtle buff, but sure. Okay, now this is the big one, and this is the last one. Okay, Zenyatta. Orb of Discord. The max range has been reduced from 40 to 30, and the time to wear off the target when not in line of sight has been reduced from 2 to 1.5 seconds. So I like that nerf in terms of it's subtle. Okay, but you'll feel it. You'll feel the difference, but it's subtle. All right, as a Zen guy, listen, I agree. All right, it's kind of brain dead that you have Discord and the way it works, but I like it. I like this. Not that you know Zen is the way he is. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think some people whine a little too much. If I'm being 100% honest, I think he deserves a nerf. I don't think Discord needs to be completely scrapped and be like, oh my god, this character is terrible. Oh, I just hate Zen. It's like, okay, bro, Zen is actually fun. If he's not your type of character, trust me, we all have that. All right, we all have characters that we're not a fan of. But don't pretend like this is just not. This isn't ethical. This isn't ethical. This should be exit out. This should be like he doesn't have Discord anymore. Like, okay, please stop. All right, now this I agree with. I think this makes it a little more healthy. You know, and like I said, like, I mean, he has his kick, he has his healing, he has his actual headshot capability, and you're just like a turret gun, right? So there's stuff you can do, there's options. I'm still waiting for the day they're like, and we've upped his movement speed. You know, that's when shit starts hitting the fan. I'm telling you right now, Zen's biggest nerf is his movement. All right, as soon as that thing goes up, we're all doomed. So, I mean, these are good changes overall. I like the direction that this is going. Let me know down below if you guys think the same. If there's anything that you want me to like try out in the game, put it down in the comments. Let me know if you guys, you know, what you guys have been feeling with this patch. You know, do you like this? If you guys main any of these guys, you know, I mean, like I played Ramatra, I play Zen, and I play Kiriko. So I mean, this Kiriko thing hasn't really affected, I don't think, anything here. But the Zen thing, I definitely will feel that. And Ramatra, I mean, I've talked about it. The Ramatra thing is, it's I. I'm not sure if I'll feel it too much, but yeah, if you play something more substantial like Reinhardt, Soldier, even, or especially Symmetra, let me know down below. Did you guys, have you guys, you know, do you think this is the right direction? Did you want something different? All that stuff is cool. It's just cool to see what people want, you know, what everyone was thinking going into this and what they actually think now that we actually got what we got. But yeah, if there's anyone that you wanted to see get nerfed, also put down below why and who. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next Overwatch video. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care, peace, and goodbye.